God, it looks like I'm not wearing anything. Our guest today is not only a man who loves to wear heels, he believes that fashion has no gender. Featured in Vogue, Harper's Bazaar and New York Post, he first came to global attention after going viral from posting images of his daily outfits. Without further ado, let's give a huge welcome to fashion model and mechanical engineer Mark Bryan to the Rebecca Davi Show. How are you, Mark?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's so hot here in London.
We're getting the same weather pattern I guess you guys have in the UK. So far, it's been an interesting last three or 4 weeks. So.
Oh wow! What has happened?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get ready for Paris Fashion Week, which is at the end of September.
Awesome.
And then I've got like a couple of photo shoots in between. So I'll be in Prague for a photo shoot and then back in Berlin for another photo shoot. So
amazing.
So they're keeping me busy.
Like they should. It's your time, Mark. Your Instagram is amazing. Your legs are amazing, I must say, first of all.
Well, thank you.
But your style, and I've never seen a man, and you describe yourself as cisgender, isn't it? So you're a straight man. As you said, you've got a wife,
right,
and children. And it's very unusual that you find a man dressed in a pencil skirt and high heels. When did you first discover your love for fashion?
The fashion thing is basically something that I really didn't pay that much attention to fashion until within the last year.
Yeah.
After my photos went viral, basically, I started wearing high heels back in college. I had a girlfriend that said that she wanted me to wear high heels because that way we'd be the same height when she wore high heels. So, and then it was kind of like off and on again, for like the next 40 years. And then about 5 years ago, I decided, I'm going to start wearing heels all the time because I just enjoy them. I've always admired women that can wear high heels.
Wow.
I just thought they looked like they felt like they were empowered.
What was the reaction like of your wife when she saw you in a pencil skirt and heels?
She actually thought I looked pretty good.
Oh,
She said, damn, I wish I looked that good. So
that's amazing.
No. She's always said that, Mark, you've got great legs. You ought to show them more. You ought to wear shorts more and stuff like that. This is before I was wearing skirts and stuff. To me, it's more of a fashion statement and an empowerment statement. A lot of people think it's more sexy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's sexy. But to me, it's more about the fashion and what it represents as far as, being able to say, I can do this. I'm powerful. It gives me a sense of power. At least here in Europe, I think people are a little bit more tolerant of things that are different.
Yeah.
Just because, we have so many different cultures intermingled with each other and stuff like that. But, I think most men, will just look at me and just and then just kind of look away like they didn't see me or pretend like they didn't see me. Some of the older German men, they'll just stare. They won't say anything, but they'll just stare. Women are, they always smile and, they'll come up to me and say, oh, I love your shoes. I love your skirt. Where did you get that skirt? Where did you get the shoes? They're full of compliments and questions about, not why I'm wearing it or anything, just basically where did I get everything and that I look really good and wish they can walk as well as I can and stuff like that. So, probably 99% of my experience has been very positive when I'm
awesome. Awesome. I love that. It's actually very interesting to hear that a lot of women compliment your style because a lot of women, they find it difficult to compliment other women. But then seeing a man in heels and pencil skirts, I'm the total opposite. I'm like, if I see something, I tell them, you look amazing. Whether it's a female or male. So that's actually very interesting. How was your feature like in Vogue? Because that was awesome. It's a Czech Vogue.
Yeah, the write-up was really good. I wasn't too happy with the photos.
They were amazing.
The one outside with the black long jacket, with the black skirt and the black shoes, those I liked. But the other two weren't my favorites. So my Vogue Germany was probably my favorite shoot of the Vogues. So I've done like 3 Vogue shoots. Then I did a thing for that came out recently on Vogue was the Vogue.com, where they talk about where I buy my shoes and how I get my shoes and stuff. So
yeah, I love that one.
This time a year ago, I had maybe 200 followers, and it's still a private account. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So you've grown so much because you've got almost over 500,000 now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm 570 something thousand. So
That's incredible. Within a year.
yeah, within like 10 months.
That is amazing. So what was your reaction like when you discovered you went viral?
It's funny because my daughter's the one that told me. My daughter still lives in the States. And she goes, Dad, you're on Facebook. I go, what? She goes,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
you're on Facebook and it's going viral. I go, really? And so she sent me the picture. I go, I didn't wonder where I got that. And some photos I posted on Pinterest years ago when I first started doing this. And somebody in, I think it was a guy in Africa of all places, posted this picture saying that men in Europe are now dressing like this. Men in Europe are now wearing skirts. But it's only a picture of me. It wasn't like all men in Europe. It's just men in Europe. But it was just me. A lot of comments were made, well, I don't see a lot of men. I just see one guy, doing it. But that kind of went viral. And then I started getting a lot of requests to join my Instagram account.
Yeah.
And it just got to where I was getting like thousands a day. And I finally just went public with it because I just couldn't keep up with it. And within like 2 months, I was at 200,000 followers. So
that's incredible. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So it's just meant to be.
Yeah, and I still don't have a grasp on the reality of what how big it is to have that many followers. I still try to answer every message that comes across. I still
Amazing.
I go through every comment on the photos and like them or dislike them. So I still try to give a personal touch to my photos and stuff. It's very time consuming.
It is.
So, but in the last 6 weeks, I've got a management team now, so they're helping kind of with managing the brands and the photo shoots and stuff, where I can just kind of spend my time on
the biggest
on just my Instagram account
Yeah.
and get my photos and stuff. So
amazing. I love your message. Fashion has no gender. Totally love that.
I don't feel any different if I put on a pair of pants or if I put on a skirt. It doesn't change the person that I am.
Amazing.
I just look a little bit different. I think people have a hard time understanding that because if I'm wearing a skirt, most of people's first reactions are, the guy must be gay or something. So what you wear doesn't change what your sexual orientation is.
That's so true. So you describe your style as hybrid because it's kind of like half masculine and half feminine. As soon as I saw you, I thought of Mr. Pearl. Where did your fashion inspiration stem from?
I wanted to wear high heels, and I said, and I wanted to do it, all the time. So I had to come up with something, a professional type look, and that's kind of what kind of moved me to like the pencil type skirts, like an office type skirt, and just the straight pumps. I don't wear platform shoes. I don't wear lots of shoes with bows and stuff like this on it. But most of mine are fairly simple pumps and stuff. They may be a little bit high, but they're still, just basically your normal stiletto type pump. I was watching the TV series Suits.
Yeah.
And Meghan Markle, her character Rachel, she always wore a skirt and a blouse, where all the other women in the series wore dresses and stuff. And I go, that's kind of office look I can do, and just mix it with a men's shirt, with a men's tie and a men's jacket, and still maintaining some masculinity, but still be wearing a skirt and heels. So, a lot of people are telling me that I can make a skirt and high heels look very masculine. So basically, it kind of defeats my hybrid thing, because now I'm basically, they say, well, if I'm wearing a skirt and high heels and I still look masculine, then I'm still masculine completely. So
how many pairs of shoes have you got, Mark? You must have so many.
My collection was growing, and since I went viral and stuff, I get a lot of brands and stuff that are sending me shoes. So I haven't had to buy a pair of shoes in 8 months.
I can imagine.
So I've given away a lot of my beginner shoes, my inexpensive shoes and stuff. And so most of my shoes now are basically a little bit more high end. And with the deals I have with some of these brands, they'll send me shoes for just photos, and then I send them back. It's just very much like a photo shoot. where they give you samples or loaners. You take the photos and you send them back, which is a great deal for me, because if they were to gift them to me, then I had to pay taxes on them. And so now they just send me shoes, and, you know, I'm always getting the latest style. So, you know, if they have the new, you know, like their new, you know, winter, fall, you know, 21 line comes out, I'm going to be the first in line to get those shoes for photos and stuff without having to buy them. Of course, I don't get to keep them, but, you know, I don't have a whole lot of closet space, so it's a good deal. Yeah.
There's something that you said, Mark. I really love it. You said that I'm at the age where I really don't care what people think. Either they like me or they don't like me. What would you say to people out there in terms of building their confidence to be unapologetically them and not giving a damn about what other people think about them?
So, well, why do you care what complete strangers think?
Yeah.
Why should you even worry if you're walking through a bus station or a train station or an airport or something, or even in a supermarket, you see people that you'll never see again. So why do you concern yourself with what they think? You know, or if they laugh at you or something, you know, if they laugh or something, I just think that, you know, they're just ignorant. You know, that they don't have enough common sense, for one thing, to be not rude, and they're just ignorant because they don't understand. But the big thing is, you know, don't care what complete strangers think. You should only concern yourself what your close friends, not just friends, but close friends and your family think. The close friends and family is probably the only thing that you should really concern about, how what you do and stuff is going to affect them and stuff. So
that's so true. I love that. I think that's what really drew me to you as well, Mark. It was your confidence.
But I get a lot of positive, you know, even some criticism that's kind of positive, like, hey, you know, if you did this, maybe a little bit different, or stuff like that. A lot of people associate me with the LGBT, whatever
community,
whatever acronym is. You know, they kind of associate me with that community, and I think that's just because a lot of them will wear skirts and heels and stuff like that. And so I've actually gotten a lot of people where they feel like I'm invading on their territory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, and they think that I shouldn't be getting the fame that I'm getting because others have done. No. So, you know, it's, you know, and those are things I just don't listen to either. Yeah. So, but, you know, it is kind of concerning when you're trying to just focus on everyone should wear what they want to wear and be able to wear it and feel comfortable with it, that you do get attacked, especially by these groups and stuff that are the ones that need the protection and want the acceptance and stuff, and yet they can't accept my success and stuff. So, but that's all right. It is, you know, it's okay.
I love that you're so positive. I love that. And well, you've been inundated with messages from men and women. I know you've said, I'm not surprised that I get a lot of men that say, you give me the courage to be myself. And you've also received messages from women saying, you've helped me find the strength to just not care what people think. If there was one powerful message that you could give and share to the world, what would that be?
Wear what you feel comfortable in. Wear what you want to, and don't worry what other people think. Just be yourself and just have the strength to do it and not be afraid or ashamed of what you're wearing.
I love that. Be yourself and don't be afraid or ashamed. Mark, You have been absolutely amazing. I love your style. I love your confidence. You'll have to send over some of those amazing pencil skirts you're rocking because they look awesome. I want to thank you for having the confidence to even step out there, because a lot of people wouldn't do so, even though they have a love for something.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You can listen to the episode in full on Apple Podcasts. And also you can find us at RebeccaDavi.com. I repeat, that is RebeccaDavi.com. Continue being awesome. Keep smiling, keep shining, and most importantly, have a beautiful day.